The letter arrives on a Tuesday. It's heavier than a normal envelope. Your name is printed in gold lettering across the front. Inside, a single sheet tells you that you've won. $2 million, a brand new car, a prize so large it doesn't quite feel real. What you almost didn't notice could have cost you everything. Let's look at what's actually happening inside that envelope. The letter looks official. There's a seal in the corner, maybe an eagle, maybe a scale of justice, something that resembles a government agency. There's a claim number. There's a deadline, usually just a few days away. And near the bottom, in smaller print, there's the catch, dressed up so gently you might miss it. To release your winnings, you'll need to pay a small processing fee. Sometimes it's called a tax, sometimes it's called an insurance charge. The amount feels small compared to the prize. A few $100s against $2 million doesn't feel like a risk. That math is the entire trap. There is no prize. There was never a sweepstakes you entered. The letter was designed, printed, and mailed by someone counting on one simple truth. A small cost feels reasonable when it's standing next to a very large reward. You send the fee. Then another one appears. A shipping charge, a customs fee, a verification cost. Each one is small. Each one keeps the story alive just a little longer. According to the Federal Trade Commission, prize and sweepstakes scams cost Americans hundreds of millions of dollars every year, and older adults report losing far more per incident than younger victims. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center has tracked the same pattern for decades under a name investigators know well: advance fee fraud. You pay a little to receive a lot, except the lot never comes. Why does this work? Not because anyone is careless. It works because of something psychologists call the anchoring effect. When you're shown a huge number first, $2 million, every smaller number that follows feels tiny by comparison. A $300 fee sitting next to a $2 million prize barely registers as risk. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what brains do. It compares numbers relative to each other, not in isolation. Add a tight deadline, and a second effect kicks in. Urgency narrows your thinking. When you feel rushed, you're far less likely to pause and ask questions. Researchers studying persuasion and compliance have shown again and again that artificial time pressure is one of the most reliable tools for getting people to skip the step where they'd normally slow down and verify. This isn't a flaw in judgment, it's how attention works under pressure. And it would work on anyone holding that same envelope. So how do you spot it before it goes any further? There are 3 signals worth checking every single time. First, real prizes never ask you to pay to receive them. Not a processing fee, not a tax, not a shipping charge. If winning requires paying first, it isn't a real prize. Second, look closely at whether you actually entered anything. Real sweepstakes require you to sign up. If you don't remember entering a contest, a letter claiming you won it deserves real suspicion, no matter how official it looks. Third, check the payment method being requested. Legitimate organizations don't ask for wire transfers, gift cards, or cash sent by mail. Those payment types are difficult to trace and nearly impossible to reverse, which is exactly why they're requested. Here's the one thing to do right now. Do not respond to the letter, do not call the number printed on it, and do not send any payment. Instead, set the letter aside and search for the organization's name directly, using your own web browser, not the phone number provided in the letter itself. If it claims to be a real sweepstakes company, a real prize, or a government agency, you will find an official contact method that has nothing to do with the paper in your hand. That one search, done on your own terms, is enough to expose the entire thing in under a minute. It's worth saying plainly, falling for this kind of letter has nothing to do with intelligence and everything to do with how these letters are engineered. They're built by people who study exactly which numbers, which deadlines, and which seals make a stranger feel like an institution. The letter isn't testing your judgment. It's exploiting the ordinary, human way our brains process big rewards and short deadlines. Knowing that mechanism is what takes the power away from it. The letter arrives on a Tuesday. It's heavier than a normal envelope. Your name is printed in gold lettering across the front, and this time you know exactly what it is. If you found this helpful, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Every Sunday and Wednesday I break down real scams in plain English so you can stay informed and stay protected. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay one step ahead of the scammers.